This is a 3-step framework to book 10 sales calls every single week. You can copy me, do the exact same thing. I'm literally going to walk you through exactly how to do it. So without further ado, let's do it. Really, there are 3 things that you need to know: attention, trust, and obviously the call. Obviously, I'm referencing a framework to talk to people in the DMs. So first off, let's just start at trust. I think this is the most important thing. 1, in sales. 2, in getting a response to any amount of outreach that you're sending. Okay, so as you can see, I have 3 accounts. I really have 5, but I'm showing you 3 accounts. Verified. This one has a ton of client results, a ton of client results, a ton of client results. You can see all the testimonials. You can see this video that I have pinned, right? I'm split testing all this stuff. But moral of the story is that all this stuff is relevant to people trusting me, seeing my results, seeing what I've done for other people, seeing what I've done myself, etc. Because if people understand that, they're going to want to talk to you. It's that simple. Okay, third component is attention, right? How are you getting attention? Are you doing it desperately? Are you doing it from a point of authority? Because what a lot of people don't understand is that you can send a message like this. By the way, this is literally a perfect DM. This guy ended up, you'll see, he responded and ended up booking, but I'll show you. So, hey, his name is Justin. Hey, Justin, how's it going? I made this video for business coaches like you who want to scale their high-ticket offer. It pretty much solved these 3 problems: lack of a scalable system for client acquisition, time-consuming manual tasks, ensuring consistent lead flow and conversions. I've already helped many people, and then I give examples. And then I say I'd be happy to send you over the video, right? I'm offering him something free in return for nothing, in return for him typing 3 letters, a Y-E-S, okay? So that's the reason this is a perfect message. But to go more in detail, it's personalized. It says his name. It looks at things that I've looked into his business and seen. So time-consuming manual tasks and not being able to scale a client acquisition system, because I can tell from his content and from his funnel, okay, simply. So it directly addresses those issues that he's facing. It also shows social proof when I give examples, and then it also follows the offer framework, right? So I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but basically the dream outcome times the perceived likelihood of actually achieving it, divided by the time delay and the sacrifice that it takes, equals value. That's kind of what the value proposition is. So if you can over deliver on these, and then you can basically say you'll have to spend, right, less time consuming manual tasks, less time, and it's basically going to ensure lead conversion and be able to scale your system, which decreases effort and sacrifice. It is very high value. So it's like, why would he not respond to that message? The third thing is obviously call, but let me walk you through it all the way. By the way, I kind of walked you through this, but build trust through relevant, well-crafted posts that showcase your value as a person and as a business. So starting from here, right, I sent him this DM. After this, by the way, send an automated follow-up, which I'll show you guys how to do later. Boom, he responded, sure. I sent him the video, said, hey, here you are, Justin. There you go. I'm sure there's some value in there for you. Let me know what you think after you watch it. He was a super direct guy, super direct. He said, how much does it cost? Let's just cut to the chase. I said, haha, love you, man, because I think that's funny. I don't have to waste time in the DMs. Plus, it's like playful, right? Like, people don't want to be serious all the time. They want to kind of have fun. I said, to be honest, don't really talk about pricing on here. If you have some time, I'd like to explain how everything works and we can go over the prices, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to do a call? He said, sure. I sent him the meeting link and he actually booked, right? The reason I said he actually booked is because a lot of the times people will send a link and it'll never book, and they'll be like, wow, like, I'm so surprised. People don't want to book simply because of this. Your accounts don't look good. Like, people don't want to hop on the call with you and don't want to talk to you, right? The messaging is great, right? But if I had a crappy account with no profile picture and no results, I guarantee you this guy wouldn't have even read the message. And if he did, he would have said screw off, right? So it's all about how you frame yourself. And the reason this worked is because I framed myself correctly. Now, the way that I'm going to walk you guys through how to do this is, first off, you have to know that you need to be tracking all these metrics, right? So for example, this is a sheet that my setter and my system are both plugged into. So how many messages did we send in the month? How many messages got seen? What's the positive reply rate? How many links did we send? And then how many appointments did we book, obviously? So in order to actually assess these metrics, you have to look at what you want to get at, right? KPIs, key performance indicators. You want your media seen rate to be at 60%. You want your positive reply rate to be at 6%. You want your Calendly sent rate to be at 3%. And you want your appointment book rate to be at 2%, right? This is what we want. Obviously, a lot of people don't have anywhere close to the media seen rate that we have. But again, that's because their accounts don't look good and their messages suck. So if you just follow this, you'll actually learn how to do better. So this is the conditional formatting of positive reply rate and Calendly sent rate. So let's say that your positive reply rate is not in KPI, meaning that the amount of people that reply to your original message is too low. One, you have to check the message content, which obviously you're going to go all the way up, follow this long arrow, go to attention. Is your message actually good? Is it personalized? Is someone actually interested in talking to you? Second, is your Instagram configured properly? I'll skip all the way up. Build trust literally just by having a good Instagram. And anyone can do this. You don't need a verification symbol. You don't need a lot of followers. You just have to put effort in to make yourself look like an expert with social proof. That is simply it. And people are too lazy to do it. So that's how you solve your positive reply rate problem. Seriously, it's that simple. I know it's like you'd expect a more complicated answer. It's not more complicated than that. Okay? If your positive reply rate and Calendly seen rate are in KPI, then don't change anything about the message, obviously. If your Calendly sent rate is not in KPI, either your offer was contained in your message and the person didn't like it already, because you want to only show them the offer when you're on the call. You don't want to give everything on text, because then they can be like, hey, I'm not interested, whatever, and you don't get to build a connection with them on a call, etc. And if you're too slow to respond, obviously, people aren't going to even remember you, because if you do send the Calendly, it'll be like, it took this guy 2 days to send me a Calendly link, and he wants me to give him money? Are you kidding me? Of course I'm not going to book with him. Next, again, if you're in KPI, you're doing well. If your appointment booking rate is not in KPI, there's really 4 things. Your Calendly availability, which is a very low probability that this is the problem, but sometimes it is. It's too much or too less. You want it to be right in the middle, because if it's too much, it's going to be like, dang, no one wants to talk to this guy. Why the heck would I book a call? Or if it's too less, no one can even find a time. So you can have more time slots in your calendar, but don't have too many. And then, of course, if your appointment booking rate is not in KPI, it could be because your positive reply rate isn't good and you're sending messages, they're getting seen and no one's responding. So you have to solve that. If your appointment booking rate is in KPI and you're actually doing good in the messages and you're building trust and your setter's doing well, I didn't include that, but as long as you're having these conversations to build trust, it'll do well. So if everything's in KPI, scale it. It's that simple. And people overcomplicate this. It's not that hard. How do you scale? Watch this video. I'll show you literally how I automatically send 1,000 cold DMs per day. You can literally copy it from the video. Okay? I'm going to link it in the description. Please check it out. If you got any value from this video, I would genuinely appreciate a subscription, and just comment what you want me to go over next. I'm doing these for free because I want to give value, build my personal brand, build trust with you guys, etc. So please leave a comment about what kind of hero board you want to see next, and I'll go through it. And here's a little tip. Do it every day. Send these messages every single day. Try to change things every single day. Don't try to do it at the end of the week or skip a day. Please just do it every day, and everything will fix itself, because if you stay consistent, you're basically guaranteed to succeed. Have a great day. I will see you in the next video.